Describe a time when you had to put forth great effort for a task.
I was working at a cabinet factory, and it was an hour before my shift ended, and I had a part guide on my machine that took 2 hours to change, and first shift was coming in an hour, which meant they would be down for an hour when they came in, waiting for me to change the part that went bad. I got together and got a couple employees, and we accomplished it in an hour.
Okay, what did you learn about yourself from this experience?
I worked well under pressure.
What effect did this effort have on those around you?
They were able to come in on first shift. I worked midnight shifts, so they were able to come in on first shift and take right off running production. It didn't slow anything down. We lost an hour of production on my shift, but that was all. We didn't lose any production on the other shift.
Okay. In your life, what contributions have you been able to make in the workplace or in society?
I became the president of the rec board.
Okay. How did this contribution help others?
It didn't really help adults any, but it helped the kids. The town we live in never had a soccer league ever, so I started it up, and it gave the kids something to do, and they really enjoyed it.
Describe the relationship that you have had with a superior.
I had a good relationship with one of my former bosses. We were able to communicate and talk about many different things.
How did you relate to that supervisor?
Through our kids, and we had common interest in cars and sports.
Did you ever have any problems with communication?
No, never. We got along really well.
Okay. Tell about a time when you made a mistake.
One time working in the cabinet factory, I cut a bunch of panels the wrong size.
How did you feel when you made this mistake?
I was kind of embarrassed.
Okay, what did you do about it?
I was able to run the panels into something else, so it wasn't a complete loss of the material.
Okay, what was the outcome?
The outcome was they were able to be used for something else, and it kind of slowed production a little bit, but all in all, it turned out fairly decent, I think.
Okay. Explain how those around you reacted.
Though they were a little bit aggravated and kind of surprised that I made such a mistake.
Okay. Relate a time when things did not go the way you expected.
One time I was working construction, and on Thursday, our boss said that on Friday it was supposed to be 100 degrees, and we would probably get off early, come in an hour early, and instead of working a 10-hour day, work about 6 hours, and we would be done for the day. Which didn't happen.
Did you accept the outcome?
Yeah, I really had no choice but to accept the outcome.
Okay. Do you think that you could have changed the outcome?
No, I don't think I had any control over the situation.
Okay. What achievements are you most proud of?
Graduating college.
And why?
Because it was hard to go back to school after 25 years around students that were half my age. It was kind of, I don't know, trying to fit in with everybody.
Describe a leadership position you have held.
I was a production lead at a cabinet factory.
Did you enjoy being in charge?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much.
What were some of the positive aspects of being in charge?
I was able to make decisions and had a say-so in the way that things were ran.
What were some negative aspects of being in charge?
Probably dealing with all different types of people and all different types of attitudes.
What has been your greatest failure?
Probably not going to college right out of high school.
How has this affected your thinking?
Well, I think now that I push my kids on going to college when they get out of school, and they are going to go to college when they get out of school.
Could you handle the same failure differently now?
Yes.
Based on your previous experiences in the workplace, how would you describe yourself as an employee?
Dependable, hardworking, and reliable.
Give specific examples of these qualities in your previous work.
I've always respected other people's thoughts and input. And I've always been dependable by being on time for work.
Okay, of your previous jobs, what did you like best and why?
Being a boss over a final department. Because I had control of certain decisions and the way that the production line ran.
What did you like least and why?
Probably dealing with people and all the different types of problems and attitudes and personalities.
In the past, when a superior made a decision for which you strongly disagreed, what did you do?
Just voice my opinion.
What do you wish you had done differently?
Nothing really. I don't think there's anything you can do when a superior tells you something. The only thing you can do is do what you're told.
Relate an experience when you did more than what was expected.
I've been asked several times to work overtime. I've always volunteered for the overtime.
How did people react to what you did?
Management liked it. Other people thought I was crazy.
Tell about a time when you experienced pressure on a job.
When I had to let 2 people go, probably.
What did you do about the pressure?
Just told myself that it was my job. It was something I had to do.
Did others around you feel the same pressure?
No, they weren't in the position I was. Most of them were just employees.
Did you discuss your feelings with them?
No. Not with employees, I didn't.
Did you discuss your feelings with your boss?
Yeah, but the only thing I said was that it's just not a very good feeling to have to let people go.
What have you done that shows initiative and willingness to work? At work, I'm sorry.
At work?
Yes, at work.
I've always did my job well. I've always volunteered for any and overtime, work weekends, anything that was asked of me.
Was what you did appreciated by management?
Yes, very much so.
What courses at college did